Hey guys, welcome back to Friend of Me's. I'm Ian, and we are back with The Flash. So last episode, Big Iris kicked Barry out, and I guess separated with Barry. Hopefully he finds out soon, because God, it's freaking annoying that he's think. It's sad that he thinks that Iris would treat him that way, and that she would say those things that she said. But the unfortunate thing is it's like there's the thought of this looks like my wife, but then in a world like this, someone could shapeshift or make a duplicate as it is done. So I don't know. But hopefully he finds out soon because we're on episode 17, so there's not many left. There's like 3 or 4 episodes left or something like that now. So Barry's used up a lot of his speed. Ragdoll came back and he was trying to kill Joe. Joe's now in protective custody. Or in not protective custody. What's it called? Is that what it's called? Witness protection, not protective custody. Witness protection. Cisco met Sue and Ralph and them are helping. Well, Ralph's helping Sue now. I think they at least kind of made up, and I think we're gonna be up and up with her now. I don't think there's any more double cross going on. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it seems hopefully like that. Oh yeah, freaking Singh's mirror dude. So I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if we're gonna see what if they're still alive. I mean, I'm assuming it's such. I don't think they'd be dead. Singh and Camilla. So I mean, I guess we'll just wait and see.
Do it.
Oh boy.
What's happening?
Your plan was a success.
You've done an amazing job. Is everything okay? You seem distant.
Sorry, I'd just like to know if you want us to proceed with the next phase.
Yes. Go join your brother and...
Cecile, I can explain.
What the hell is this?
Iris is an Iris.
Yes!
Okay, I mean, she speaks Italian. All of a sudden, she smashed a bottle over some guy's head. She made incredible pancakes. Cecile, trust me, Iris can't make pancakes, all right? But the biggest clue was her throwing me out. The real Iris would never stop fighting for us. Kayla.
Help me.
Okay.
There's still one item Mother needs to obtain for her liberation. And it's the most dangerous yet.
Oh no! I knew you'd come in. Oh, boy.
This photo was taken on Camilla's camera. You see the prismatic fragmentation. Only your image is affected. I think that the camera's filter is revealing a dimensional shift, showing us things in the picture from another dimension. Things that don't belong in ours.
Little memories?
Thank God you're safe.
I'm not. Neither are you. Black hole isn't what we think.
No, Iris, God, for the love of God.
I know.
Why isn't anything happening?
You want to know what the real test is? The real Barry would have fought harder. He would have fought to come back home. A whole week went by and you never even tried.
The heck?
You believe me?
Yes, I do.
And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Barry. I'm sorry.
At least I can't use up my speed.
Okay, well, then this might be our best lead. Why don't you see what you can find,
Oh.
Ash? I will regroup with
Oh,
Camilla
oh.
and do some digging.
Sensing something.
You okay, Cecile?
Yeah. Is this? Oh. She looks good. There we go.
Oh, thank Elsa. Welcome back.
Right, yeah, she told her, okay.
I've been watching Barry Allen. He's planning on exposing you.
Tell me what to do.
Go.
You should have. Idiot!
Meet him. Leave the rest to me.
Of course.
Now let's get what we came for. Wait! You'll die.
Then it is Eve as well.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah?
We have 60 seconds until the guards are.
What did you guys expect?
What do you want?
To be alive.
And you are worthy of it.
There are walls beyond these walls. I was never gonna just walk out of here. But there's more than one way for me to be free. Let's just call this
Uh-oh.
the long game.
Uh-oh.
You are Barry. I know it in my heart. And I'm willing to bet my life on it. Now go get Iris back.
We just gotta fucking fix that machine. Hurry!
Success is assured.
Wouldn't be so sure about that. Where's my wife?
Okay! Jesus! Oh god! This is... God, this is very like... Ooh, nice bear! Oh god, oh god, oh! Oh god, stupid bears! Break them all! Or there's one above?
You are just as blinded as you were before, and he's going to trick you in the exact same way.
Stop talking.
Because you still love him.
No, I don't!
Puncher! There's no real puncher.
You have to choose it.
Paragon of love, man.
I choose me.
Oh, she's gonna kill you now, though.
Go find her, Barry.
Well, give me some. Yep, told you. Go!
You just stay out of my way, Flash, and I'll stay out of yours. I have unfinished business to attend to.
Uh-oh. And you're stuck again. It'd be funny if you got stuck again. Oh, god dang it.
I don't know if it's crazy to think that you can hear me. I guess right now I just need to believe it.
I love you. And that love is constant.
Across dimensions. Across time.
And I'm gonna find Camilla. And I'm gonna find Sing. But most of all,
I'm gonna get you back.
I'm gonna find my way back to you.
Now that makes me even more bummed that they didn't get to finish this season. God dang it. That's, man. That really sucks. I know we still have at least 2 more episodes or something like that. I don't remember if it's like 19 or 20. But because I think Grant, whenever 16 was going up, he said there was 4 more episodes, so maybe 20, or maybe he was saying, including, I don't know. I think it goes to 20, but still, man. I'm glad he finally realized though, but it's just not that's so heartbreaking. And you know he has to feel immensely guilty, having not realized it sooner. But he was like suspecting, I think, probably like for a while, but that last, whenever she did kick him out, was like the last straw. I can't believe I didn't think about freaking Eva watching them. Of course she saw their plan. She saw it and then she let Iris know, or the fake Iris know. And then switched out with a duplicate scanner. So basically it was Barry and then also the other 2 that wouldn't have been part of it as well. Like they don't belong in the mirror universe or whatever. So they look different in there. I mean, it's so obvious. But I didn't even think about it until the stupid flashback. It's not really a flash. Well, it is a flashback, but oh, man, my hair looked great today. Man, that is so freaking annoying. Okay, God, Barry got messed up though. It really sucks not having a speed. But yeah, he also wasn't really paying attention. But at the same time, you wouldn't really suspect a mirror to be above you, unless it's like that was already part of their like it's not design. Well, design would work too, but their decorations, I guess. Sometimes there's like a mirror on people's ceilings. I don't know why, but and that was, I mean, it sucked, but it was kind of cool. Like a really cool idea. Like not just like the stabbing through the mirrors that were already there, but like when she shattered the ceiling, the ceiling mirror, and it's fun. I thought she was just gonna have them like cut. Like, I mean, it would suck. Yeah, but I was like, oh, yeah, it's not gonna be too bad. I mean, it still kind of sucks unless she's like, Eva's like using her mirror powers to like have them come down more forcefully and cut him up. But it was mainly because like that way he was surrounded by mirror shards, and Iris could like come at him at many angles at once, which is that really just screwed him up. That one that freaking impaled him essentially. And the fact is his healing factor, his speed healing is really not great right now. I mean, he was able to heal up finally by the end of that after he passed out. But again, it's really cool having this as a obstacle, giving them like this huge disadvantage that he has to watch how much he uses, and not like even what he does use. It's so finite right now that he can't really, like, even if he does push himself, it's like it's not nearly as fast as it could be, as he used to be. And then unfortunately the artificial speed force wasn't working for some reason. I mean it's a very difficult thing to do, I would imagine, to create your own speed force, like an artificial speed force. So I mean, and I'm wondering what that would like. Will it just be that thing that generates it, or would is that supposed to be just like the jump start of it? Because I mean, Eobard had his own, and I don't know if it was always at one point in time to where it was just a focal like that emits his negative speed force. I mean, I'm assuming it's supposed to be just like a jump start of it. Maybe, I don't know. Because if that thing's broken somehow or has malfunctions while he's using his speed, I mean, he probably could still do what he's been doing now, going on fumes, on the reserves of his speed force. If that malfunctions, and he'd have some time while they're fixing it. But I mean, dang. But yeah, that Iris was I guess that reflection had so much enough of Iris to where it wanted to be alive, and it kind of I don't know if it felt bad necessarily the way it treated Barry. For a second, I thought that was kind of what it was. That it was Iris's emotions that were powerful enough to kind of. That might have been what it was, but it's just more. It might have just been this doesn't want to. It wants to live for itself. It doesn't want to just do, Eva's bidding, and sacrifice its own life for Eva, like Camilla reflection did. And I knew that Ramsey would come into play somehow. I didn't think it would be because of Eva. I thought maybe that the Black Hole corporation operation thing would break him out or something and use him as one of their metas. But I'm assuming he's gonna come out eventually again. I don't know. I mean, because he said that this is a long game, so I'm assuming it was their plan to have something in the finale, or they might have planned to have it come again next season, which would have been cool. Because as much as it sucked having him, kill as many people as he did and kind of zombify everybody, he was a cool villain. I always liked that. I mean, I haven't seen him in anything else other than Heroes, but he's a cool actor, and really cool to see him in the show again. It sucked that he was only in the first half, but I also kind of liked that because they were doing pods, even though there hasn't necessarily been a goal point or a goal point. There hasn't been a set goal for the villains of the second half. Still don't necessarily have one for Carter. Carver, I think his name is Carver. More so, we have one a little more for Eva. I think she just wants revenge on her husband. I was really hoping that Iris would have at least been able to go into the ending. I was hoping that Iris would have at least been able to hear him. But I mean, of course she wouldn't be able to because the only time it would flash in was when Eva was there. It'll give her a window to see through, which sucks that she can't now. Or maybe she could have clicked the button and then got into that room again, but I don't know if that would have helped her at all. So freaking Eva's been watching her this I don't know since the beginning, but since she's been investigating Carver in the first place, McCulloch, the corporation, which gave her kind of an easier in to get the equipment from that company that she needed to break out. I was really hoping Barry could just zoom in through the mirror and just grab grab Iris. Okay, so we got something going on with Caitlin too, though. Moving off a little bit, that was like the main focus of this was obviously dealing with the fake Iris and Barry finding realizing and trying to figure out how to prove it to everybody. Then there was the thing with Caitlin. There was a small bit there where that light bullet had more of a long lasting effect than we thought. It got to the point where she basically her immune system like went on overdrive just to keep her alive. Kind of put her in a comatose state that basically emitting an immense wave of just cold. I might have missed some of what they were talking. Oh yeah, Madre. So she looked kind of sad some reason. I think like her, yeah, kind of sad about when she mentioned her mom. So because no, what was it last season? I think whenever her mom was exposed to that cold stuff. So I'm wondering if that took effect in Earth Prime, or if that changed or rewrote something so she wasn't affected by it, or she was, and it took a worse turn, or it did like, or the new Earth Prime didn't affect that really, and it just kind of went as it would have, and it went down a negative turn. I don't know. I'm not really sure how. If that's changed, because I don't know why she would have been upset, because they seem to have left on relatively cordial terms last time they met, or last time they were together when that episode ended. So I'm not really sure, but okay, so that's gonna be probably of what we're gonna be dealing with. I'm not sure how. That was probably partially to kind of give Danielle, time while she's pregnant, because I think by that point she was really showing. Couldn't really tell there. I might have just missed it, but I mean, she was covered up with the blanket, and then whenever she was setting up, they kind of just showed her up here. So I think by this point she was showing a lot. That was mainly to kind of give her reasons to not be in it as much, maybe, or they already had this plan at the beginning. But anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot the other one, that the light-based thing, Meta. Oh no, she's got it. They did show more, but it's just she's kind of covering it up. So, but they did a pretty good job covering it up. She doesn't really look like she's showing too much in here. Okay, well, that'll be interesting when they deal with that. I didn't expect the minor things. I didn't know that they were stronger and faster. Probably not immensely fast, like speedster level, but I didn't expect a stronger bit. I don't know how much stronger that they are, but I didn't expect the freaking knife bit, like the arms. That was kind of cool. I mean, it sucked for Barry immensely, but I mean, it's kind of cool they can do that. But we did get a confirmation that Camilla and Singer are alive at least, so that's good. We just don't know where they are being kept. I'm still curious as to when she had gotten them, because it had to have been sometime. I mean, it had to have been. Well, no. Yeah, I don't know when she would have gotten them, because I was gonna say it had to have been after Crisis, just because of the whole Earth Prime thing. But no, because Earth Prime, that just rewrites everything, so that could have happened, technically before the Crisis happened. So yeah, I have no idea when that could happen now, because we didn't see a Sing at all, I don't think, the first half of the season, so there wasn't really any time that they ran into him before then. It still doesn't take into consideration what was rewritten. They could have had a random encounter with him before, but still, I have no idea when she would have grabbed him. Was it before? Oh, I think she only was able to do it with the gun beforehand, or after, because the gun was the painless way to do it. She grabbed Iris, but it caused her a lot of pain. Because anytime she sticks her hands out, it hurts. It burns her. So I mean, that was the reason they needed the blood and that other thing, so she could pass through painlessly and be able to exist in that in our dimension. So unless she, hurt herself again to grab Singh before they got the gun, they would have had to have grabbed him with the gun. So it would have been in that window somewhere. It could have also been after that, after we met Singh. Like we could have met Singh, because Singh was kind of against it when Joe brought the like there's a possibility of a mole. Yeah, like, well, I don't know, because apparently someone was because what's it? Eva doesn't want anything to happen to her husband so that she can deal with him herself. So maybe the mole had always been Singh. I don't know, man. This is freaking so confusing. I'm overthinking it, I think. See, okay, when Barry was explaining to Cecile, that's what I was talking about. Like, it's kind of, normally it's like, well, why else wouldn't this be my wife doesn't sound like this, but why, who else could this be if it's not my wife? But in the world, with metas and everything, and also other Earths, even though that doesn't exist anymore, at least as far as they know, that it's not out of the realm possibility that this is somebody else, not your actual wife. So yeah, I like that he was kind of going through, we have different Earths, but that doesn't exist anymore. So it could be shapeshifter, which is why I was thinking everyman, but Jean, was it Jean that said he's either that about, or it was about aliens? But he mentioned about Jean not noticing anything different. But we also got at least that Everman's alive also in this Earth, because I remember he got Joe killed him whenever they thought he was Wells, Eobard Wells. So he's alive now. Okay, well, that'd be interesting to see. Like maybe that could be an issue, maybe. Like one of another side villains. I just don't know if they have time for that. I mean, they do tend to do that sometimes, still, but they usually like to stretch things. Right now, they have a lot to deal with. Like they're trying to get Iris back, trying to stop Eva and McCulloch, and now they gotta help Caitlin too. So there's that. I don't know. We'll see. Because again, it's God. They don't have too much. Like 3 episodes left now, which sucks. They don't know the finish, and so it's gonna end like a really cliffhanger. And it's the worst because they didn't freaking plan for that. They didn't plan for it. So it was just like, hey, you'll see what happens next week. Ain't that grand? But now it's like, hey, sorry. And you're gonna have to wait till a few months. We didn't plan for this. I'm spitting everywhere for some reason right now. Poor Iris. Barry's like, she speaks Italian. She can make pancakes. She can't make pancakes. Very obvious weird thing going on. But I did like that it was that he went back through through all that as well, and he pinpointed to the point when she went to check out McCulloch, the corporation, that he had checked her phone, the tracking, and saying that she was there last moment, or she was there at one point, and then since then like she had been different. So like the Barry's, when he found out, he basically pieced about everything together, at least things that he could pinpoint, without getting the exact issue. So I'm glad that whenever she said those things to him and she could take them out, that snapped him to like this something's off. That's not my wife. And I like that they kind of whenever the at the end of last episode his watch went red. And like that he was saying this has been red this whole time because at that point I realized that wasn't my wife and I don't know where she is. So I kind of like that. That was another sort of seed that he had figured out last episode. And I'm glad Cecile realized. I mean, luckily she has her empathy abilities, her like telepathic empathy abilities. I don't. It's unfortunate she doesn't have like straight telepathic abilities right now, just empathic. So she couldn't like see exactly see what this fake Iris was thinking, so she would have been able to get. They would have been able to actually get the jump on them. But at least she at least came to realize the truth afterwards, like pretty shortly afterwards, and she let him out and was able to not necessarily stop Iris, but at least confront her as the whole thing was going down. Was able to one kind of bring her to realize or admit to herself that she wanted her own life, as well as seeing Eva and realizing what was going on. But I mean, unfortunately, they weren't able to get Iris still. But now that Iris knows, that he knows at least, she knows that he's now aware that she's in this world, and Barry now knows it wasn't his wife and that his wife is stuck, so he's at least now working towards getting her free. Then Iris is going to be looking for Singing Camilla, and obviously going to save them. And that scene with them, scenes with them together are always really well done. That like when he's like, I'm gonna get you back, and she's, I'll find my way back to you. Like those, I mean, it was obvious that they were gonna go that route, but it's just, I don't know, the way their delivery as well, and like the lead up before all that too was rough, and like you could see one like kind of the guilt and then pain of the guilt of not realizing before, and then the pain of wanting her there and not being able to get her now, and then on Iris' side, the pain of being away from him and unable to get back. They just both did a really good job, and I'm really bummed that we're not going to be able to finish this season. It's it's worse because the Titans did the same thing, but more so like I guess they didn't have enough or something, and so they put the premiere of season 2 and the finale of season 1 together. But like, I feel like this one's gonna be much worse. One, because it's really good, at least better. Because it sucks because they're not finished. They're not like waiting to shove off the last bit with the finale that they have into it. They haven't even filmed it. I don't think they had it planned, written out, but they hadn't filmed it, so it sucks. They didn't get a chance. But I mean, I like at least everybody, all the actors and the crew and everything are safe, so that's good. But it's just, I feel bad that they didn't get to do it. Finish telling the story they wanted to tell. At least it wasn't canceled, but it's just like But yeah, I mean, next episode, hopefully we're gonna see what's up with Caitlin, and we're gonna see maybe what's up with the mom, and see, I guess, what the rest of Team Flash are gonna do now that they're gonna find out that it wasn't actually Iris and that she's stuck in the mirror universe. Maybe they can find a way to get her out without Eva and her contraption crap. And we also gotta deal with Ramsey, probably, because this whole long game thing. That's gonna be an issue. But for now, guys, that is it for this week's episode of The Flash. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking around as long as you've had. I know that everything's slowing down, and I apologize for that. I'm doing my best to get things back up. If you want to stick around for the next episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, again, Patreon is on hold, so don't even worry about that. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. See you guys next week.